And then you go to the financials, which I think is where you're mostly interested. And you'll see on the right-hand side is the actual expenses that we had last year. So you can see, we don't spend a lot on stuff that's not needed. It's all stuff that we need. Renovation fund had to do with painting, and that was actually a lot more money than what we spent here, but we got a grant that covered a lot of that. And you'll see on the left-hand side is what I'm estimating it's going to be for this year. And you'll see last year we spent $71,000, and I'm estimating only $70,000 is what we're going to spend. So we're trying to cut, we're trying to make it through, but minimum wage is killing us. And next year it goes from $9.70 to $10.50. And that just increases the payroll taxes also, which is really pushing us up. We were currently funded, the next page tells us we were currently funded at $66,000. $12,000 went to Greenwood for a total of $78,000. We're asking for an increase of $19,000, meaning $16,000 would go to the Wimodaughsian and $3,000 would go to the Greenwood Reading Center. Total revenue of $82,000 for Wimodaughsian and $15,000 for Greenwood Reading Center. And the next page.
Just I don't forget. Just give a quick reasoning for the increase. You've already given us a couple.
Next page.
The next page. Okay.
All right. Maintaining the increased base has increased the maintenance cost of the building. And we just found out, the other thing that we found out about the building is we're not up to fire code, we're not up to a lot of codes. So they've come in and told us we got to fix the back stairway, we've got to close off doors, we've got to fix windows, we've got some electrical issues, so we've got some more maintenance issues that's going to come out of the budget this year. Minimum wage, of course, I already mentioned, going up to $10.50, and with that payroll taxes increase with that. And just a side note, we offer no benefits to our employees. They get no retirement, they get no health care, they do get like a paid day off if they want to take a sick day, we do allow that. We have the current computers that the public uses, we have 4, and they're all very old. So they're starting to break down. We're figuring we're going to have to replace that. Not only the computers as they go, we're going to have to replace what they're using for the actual job to do. The fax machine that they use is getting old, the scanner's getting old, and the printers are getting old. So these are all things we're taking into consideration in the upcoming years. And the Greenwood Reading Center, we just found out from STLS, which is Southern Tier Library System, they will have, within 5 years, there will be no more reading centers. They will have to be standalone libraries. So, because Greenwood's, yeah.
Just definition-wise, what do you mean different, like a reading center compared to?
Well, a reading center right now, we take the money that we get for them and we send it to STLS. STLS pays for all of their stuff. If it comes over what they make, it's coming out of STLS.
So is the Greenwood Reading Center, if I walked into it,
it looks like a library, I guess.
It's just a different name? I mean, why?
It's much smaller, and they don't have to meet certain codes and regulations that we do as a public library.
Okay.
Reading center and public library are very different in what they have as requirements.
So they're no longer going to have those. Artport has one too, and they'll have to get rid of that one. So they have 5 years to do that. So we were taking a look at that because SDLS is telling us that they're going to have to be a standalone. And it was either we take over them, so we oversee them, we pay all their bills, it would be added to us, and we said absolutely no way. We're not doing that. So they said they would have to be on their own, and for them to be on their own, they would have to have a minimum of $20,000 to run. So we took a look at what we were asking for and said, okay, we're not going to jump that high right now because they don't need it yet. but we can start trying to eventually get them there slowly, along with trying to cover all of our expenses.